Hello and welcome to the Pretty Good Gaming Daily Triple. That's your no shit gaming news video. 3 news stories in one video with 0 faff. Loot boxes and EA go hand in hand and are pretty much synonymous at this point. Constantly at the front line of criticism, EA has tried virtually everything to keep its FIFA Ultimate Team loot boxes in their games. Its latest attempt is to make the Ultimate Team packs transparent so that purchasers can see what's inside. Currently, this is part of a limited time event known as Festival of FUT. FUT ball, okay, which will make preview packs the default and will replace traditional packs until the event ends. These preview packs will show the contents before you make the purchase. If you don't want to purchase a pack, then you'll have the option to wait through a countdown timer until the pack is refreshed with new contents. The refresh timer lasts 24 hours, which seems like a move to incentivize settling for whatever pack you've got now, rather than waiting a day for a new one, but they do say this countdown is subject to change. This Ultimate Team change began on Friday and will run for the remainder of the event. Preview packs will also not tell you if the contents you're getting are duplicates of what you already have, so you could just be wasting your time and money unless you already know exactly what you already have. Packs earned from outside of the FIFA Ultimate Team store, for example as objective rewards, will not be preview packs and will remain as the previous format. When you preview a previewable pack, the opening animation will play as it would when you open it, but the only difference here is that you haven't actually made the purchase. Following the animation, you'll be shown every player inside the pack so you can choose to keep it or wait for the next one. To reiterate, a wait that lasts 24 hours before you can pick another pack. A wait that doesn't exist if you just keep on buying. Buy pack after pack after pack blindly, but the moment you hesitate, then you've got to wait a whole day to refresh. The packs you previously previewed will still be viewable until they expire, so this 24-hour refresh isn't just a delay on your next purchase, it's a chance for you to reconsider your current potential purchase. While the refresh timer is active, you basically have just 2 options. Buy the pack you just previewed or wait a full 24 hours for it to expire, and then you can preview another one and maybe get what you want then, maybe. Now, on balance, this is definitely a teeny tiny step in the right direction, but it sure as hell isn't getting all the way there yet. Transparent loot boxes always seem so pointless to me because why make it a loot box at all? Obviously, no one around here likes loot boxes, but the whole appeal of them is that they're designed to be a showpiece and surprising with confetti and everything, and that's part of the reason people can get addicted. Removing that surprise by adding previews just turns them into straight microtransactions, so why not just do that? Microtransactions in FIFA games aren't going anywhere, no matter how much idiots like me complain about them, but they're a far better alternative and far more acceptable than loot boxes. Transparent loot boxes are better than non-transparent ones, but they aren't a solution in my eyes, especially not with these roadblocks of a 24-hour refresh period, which is clearly just designed to make you stew and think, oh, maybe I should just buy that one and then I can buy more and maybe I'll get it right the next time. That 24-hour window means you either have to literally sit and wait for another pack, which may or may not contain something you want, or you could just buy it up anyway and get it out of the way and move on quickly to the next one and then the next one and then the next one and then the next. If anything, this may actually incentivize more Ultimate Team purchases, which is exactly what EA wants more than anything. Last year, Ultimate Team modes across franchises like FIFA and Madden earned $1.62 billion, or 29% of EA's total revenue. Over a quarter of the company's revenue comes from one game mode across just a couple of games, not even a full price game. What do you think? Is this really a solution, or is this just EA moving its car every hour to get out of buying a damn parking ticket? And next up, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is the most successful entry to the franchise so far, and as Assassin's Creed games go, I actually thought it was pretty good at its core, but it got really long and boring. Going by its incredible sales though, it's not just me who liked it, and the Tourism Board of Ireland has also taken notice. The game's first premium expansion, Wrath of the Druids, took players and their clan to Ireland in the 9th century. This expansion is now being used as a marketing tool by Tourism Ireland to showcase the history and landscape of the country. The expansion, which launched on the 13th of May, is directly folded into Tourism Ireland's tourism campaign, that's a bit of a mouthful, with the company's central marketing director Mark Henry saying, "Ubisoft has done an incredible job bringing aspects of Celtic Ireland to life in amazing detail. Tourism Ireland's campaign is a fun and innovative way to bring the island of Ireland to the attention of a new audience of gamers. We want to spike players' curiosity about the featured locations and inspire them to come and explore them in the real world. I've not played the Wrath of the Druids expansion personally, but the main world map of Valhalla was absolutely huge and full of stuff to explore and history to uncover, which was always my favourite part of Assassin's Creed games. It does seem a little odd to me that Ireland is using the game to sell tourism when the reason Eivor and their clan travel there is to kill the Irish Druids, but nevertheless, at least the environments look pretty. This isn't even the first time we've seen video games influence tourism recently. Ghost of Tsushima by Sucker Punch was used to promote the real island of Tsushima, and even the directors of that game, Nate Fox and Jason Connell, were honoured as as tourism ambassadors by the mayor of the island. Recent Assassin's Creed titles have also offered discovery tours which put history front and center. These are historical teaching tools present in Origins and Odyssey, allowing players to experience an action-light experience that puts history and education first. Tours are given by NPCs, often historical figures, rather than just as narration, across a number of different topics within a game's given time period. Discovery tours have taken players to previous locations like ancient Egypt and ancient Greece, and Viking-era England will also be joining the tour in autumn. Ubisoft describes discovery tours as a combination of museums, archaeology, and video games. Exploring rich, historically interesting worlds is what turned me on to Assassin's Creed back when the series first kicked off in 2007. While the series now has many flaws, and Ubisoft has even more, I think it's really cool to see the worlds being so well crafted that they can be used to advertise the real world locations they're based on, and that the history is always in there if you go looking for it. Obviously though, you'll have to overlook the out of place technology, weapons, or armor given to the player, which just never would have happened. I mean, every single time I see a guy carrying a sword on his back, I want to shoot myself. And finally, Game Pass was already a pretty great value service before Xbox came out with this year's E3 show and revealed that basically every single game on it was coming to Game Pass on day one. The biggest question mark over Game Pass as a business model is that it's surely great for Microsoft, but how does it help the actual developers? According to Square Enix, it was pleasantly surprised by the success of Outriders by People Can Fly, despite the issues with bugs at launch. Square Enix president Yosuke Masuda discussed this in May, but now his comments have finally been translated into English. We have been pleasantly surprised as the digital sales ratio for the title have been very high, and the number of active users have also beaten our expectations. He added, "We believe that our decision to make Outriders available with Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass as soon as the title launched also worked in our favor to build an installed base for the game. I put Game Pass saves Outriders in the title, and I'll admit that's a bit baity, but I think it's pretty accurate. Without launching on Game Pass for Xbox on day one, that game wouldn't have seen half as much success, especially as a brand new IP from a largely unknown studio in an already very crowded genre. That said, in this case, I think Game Pass may have actually been a bit of a hindrance due to the volume of players trying to play on day one, which caused massive connectivity issues across all platforms. Nevertheless, Square Enix said it was a success for them, so that's clearly a win, and while I didn't love the game, I did like a lot about it, and it's always great to see new projects doing well and picking up a fan base, instead of just endless sequels and remakes over and over and over again. And that's it for today. If you like this no shit format, go ahead and give the video a like to give it a boost, hit subscribe and the bell to stay notified about all future installments. Toss a coin to your YouTuber over at patreon.com/prettygoodgaming. I've been Henry Cooper. That's all for today. Bye for now.